Eala falls to Mirra Andreeva at Macau Tennis Masters. Eala fell to Mirra Andreeva 6-4, 6-2 on Sunday at the MGM Macau Tennis Masters. After a tightly contested first set, Eala took a 2-1 lead in the second before Andreeva reeled off 5 consecutive games to secure the exhibition victory. Eala to face Mirra Andreeva in Macau Tennis Masters. How much will SA Games medalists like Eala, EJ Obaina, and Kayla Sanchez receive as cash incentives? Eala cheered on by Goff, Mboko after SA Games run. Eala is expected to return to action in January at the Australian Open. Eala's Macau Chronicles. A clash with Mirra Andreeva and the art of becoming. On a festive winter day in Macau, where bright lights glimmered against pastel skies and the hum of year-end celebration filled the air, Eala stepped onto the indoor court of the Macau Forum for one more chapter in her remarkable 2025 season. What awaited her was not just another match, but a symbolic duel, a confrontation with youth, destiny, and self-belief embodied in the form of Mirra Andreeva, the world number 9 and a figure rapidly ascending through the elite of world tennis. Sports. This encounter was part of the 2025 MGM Macau Tennis Masters, an exhibition event featuring rising stars and established names alike, offering a final stage before players embark on a new season ahead of the Australian Open. For Alex, it was both a challenge and a celebration, a chance to reflect on a year of breakthroughs and to test herself against the highest levels of competition. Philstar.com. The setup, momentum, history, and anticipation. Coming into Macau, Eala was riding a wave of confidence and accomplishment. Across the season she had reached a career-high world ranking inside the top 50, captured her first WTA Tour title, and claimed gold at the Southeast Asian Games, historic feats for the 20-year-old Filipina who continues redefining what success means for athletes from her country. Philstar.com. Her opponent, Mirra Andreeva, represented another story of meteoric rise. The 18-year-old Russian had already climbed into the WTA top 10 with powerful shot-making, bold aggression, and an innate maturity beyond her years. To face her was to face a stylistic challenge, the kind of player who forces pace, dictates rallies, and plays with the confidence of someone already accustomed to the sport's biggest stages. Yet this wasn't a first meeting of strangers. The two had once crossed paths during their junior careers, most notably at the 2022 US Open Junior event, where Eala prevailed and eventually took the title. That shared history carried with it a quiet narrative thread, a reminder that today's rivals were yesterday's companions in similar pursuits of excellence. Philstar.com. Match day, the battle on court. As the crowd gathered in Macau on December 28, the atmosphere was one of warmth and eagerness rather than tense rivalry. This was an exhibition event, yes, but to players like Eala and Andreeva, every match carried meaning. It was respect for the court, respect for competition, and respect for the personal journeys that brought them there. From the first serve, Eala played with grit and intelligence. She stayed competitive in long rallies, shifted her tactics when needed, and showed the kind of composure that has become her trademark. This was not a player intimidated by her opponent's ranking or reputation, it was a player fully engaged in the moment. In the opening set, Eala even pushed Andreeva hard. They traded games, each point a test of reflexes, endurance, and nerve. At one pivotal moment, Eala saved 3 set points, keeping her composure under heavy pressure and showcasing fierce mental toughness. But despite her resilience, Andreeva's precision and athleticism ultimately edged her ahead, with the Russian closing the set at 6-4. The second set opened with promise for Eala, who drew first blood and led 2-1. Yet as athletic contests often unfold, small margins made big differences. Andreeva, known for her fluid ground strokes and dynamic range, found her rhythm and began to accumulate momentum. 5 consecutive games later, the set had slipped away from Eala, 6-2, and with it, the match. GMA Network. In both sets, the game told a story of youthful ambition meeting polished aggression. Andreeva's ball striking was composed and forceful, while Eala's responses were thoughtful and tactical. Each point was a conversation, a dialogue between intention and execution, and the crowd was privileged to witness this interplay of styles. More than a scoreline, what it truly meant. For Eala, the result was not simply a loss. Rather, it was a pivotal moment in a narrative of growth, a mirror showing where she stood and where she could go next. From the baseline, the scoreboard of 6-4, 6-2 might appear definitive, but the deeper story was richer than two numbers. Eala demonstrated resilience, fought with purpose, and respected her opponent without renouncing her own game identity. That blend of humility and ambition is the hallmark of champions in the making. Crucially, this match served as part of Eala's off-season preparation, not just for physical conditioning, but for mental sharpening ahead of a new competitive year. With the 2026 season looming, including the Australian Open and the much-anticipated inaugural WTA Philippine Women's Open, the lessons from Macau are likely to fuel her drive. Philstar.com. Indeed, post-match reflections from Eala were not drenched in disappointment but laced with gratitude. She thanked fans and organizers for the opportunity, spoke warmly of the experience, and acknowledged how matches like this push her forward. Encouragement and vision, rather than self-critique alone, will shape her future seasons, a mark of maturity that extends beyond raw athletic ability. On sports. The broader canvas, Eala's place in tennis and beyond. Across the tennis world, and especially among supporters in the Philippines, Eala has become a symbol of possibility. Her journey from junior standout to established professional has woven together history, hope, and hard work. She has carried the expectations of a nation craving greater representation in global sport while maintaining an infectious enthusiasm for the game itself. In this light, her Macau appearance becomes more than an exhibition match. It is a chapter in an ongoing story of persistence. It is a lesson in navigating highs and lows. It is a moment that, win or lose, contributes to the cumulative shape of a career that inspires, motivates, and uplifts. Watching Eala compete against a player like Andreeva, fans see not just a match but a conversation between two paths converging in the present and diverging into the future. What we witness on the court today becomes context for the breakthroughs of tomorrow.